Well, from the broadcasting station of Lagos Television, wherever you are watching us, here we are again together on another time out on issues and trends with Obafemi Craig. Well, for today, we'll be taking critical look at the issue of local government autonomy on one side and possibly look at some of these issues emanating from this discourse of how really or how well is local government autonomy going to be that beneficial to the entirety of the people at large? Well, that's just one issue on its own. But democratically, what is democracy saying about the third tier of government to the people? Is it saying that that independence of that third tier is something that will make a way out of the woods in resolving so many issues surrounding the independency, autonomy of local government as it is a third tier of government in the federal structure or democratic structure of the Nigerian state? These and more you get to meet, you get to look at together with me, with my guests when I come back. Thank you for staying with us. It's Issues and Trends with Obafemi Craig. We'll be right back shortly now. All right, welcome back. Thanks for staying with us. My guest today, well, surprisingly, after a long while, we were able to nip him down, to be able to have this done so that we can really have his own perspective of a narration on this subject concern of interest, so to speak, for the entirety of the understanding of how much we can really take out of this subject matter of interest over time. Well, he's first and foremost a fellow of the Chartered Institute of Bankers on one side, is equally a fellow of the local government and public administration of this country, is equally a fellow Association of Enterprise Risk Management, and above all, is the chief of Care Guides Club International, Elia Lacoste, looking at another social perspective of his personality when we look at his personality in question as a man who also connects with the social life of the people in his domain. Well, my guest is no less a person but Honorable Kamaldeen Ayidebayo, the chairman of the Local Government Service Commission in Lagos State. It is a great honor, sir, that at last we're able to have this interview with you. We're able to catch up with you to have this done after these long while that we've been on the same matter. Now, let us start from the very beginning, sir. Understanding local government administration to many schools of thought, it's a deep concern that needs professionalism, expertise, specialization in understanding, that is the watchword, understanding the nitty-gritty of how well to coordinate, supervise, and of course implement the demands, the mandate of what it is supposed to be in overseeing a local government administration in Nigeria. Do you agree with that?
Well, I agree. And local government means so many things to so many people.
Local government means so many things to so many people.
Some people will say, yeah, local council, it is council. Some people say, yes, it is the government that is very close to the people. Not everybody will go to Abuja. Not everybody will go to Alausa. But people will see their representatives at the local level, both the councillors, the chairman. So yes, it is that government that is very close to the people, and you need to understand it. You must understand the idiosyncrasies of the people.
The idiosyncrasies of the people must be factored in.
You must. Those are your stakeholders.
That's correct.
And you must understand who are your stakeholders, the needs of the people, what do they want? Because you might do everything, at the end of the day, they will not be able to take it from you. So that's the more reason why whatever you are doing at the local government, you need a kind of a needs assessment.
A needs assessment, yes, to be able to assess your performance.
You must,
if you are really keen.
Yes, you must coordinate well to be able to connect with the people, because these people that we are talking,
you must coordinate well
to be able to connect with the people. These are the people that you might think they are illiterate, you might think they don't know, but they know even more than you. You and the local government is a process.
local government?
It's a
Is
process.
that a definition of your own, of your understanding of what experience has taught you?
My understanding of what local government is all about. I mean, I've been the local government chairman now for 2 terms, 6 years, and I can tell you, the more you are, they are even the people are the first line of security.
The people are the first
line of security for you as an individual, for the local government, and for the people that are working within the local government. The more you are connected with them, the more you look after their affairs, the more they look after your affairs too.
Wow.
Nothing.
The more you look after their affairs, the more they also look after your affairs. So it's a synergy. It's a symbiotic relationship.
I tell you. And by the time you get closer to them, you know their problems, they will be able to open up to you. And like I said, first line of security, anything that is coming, they tell you first. Because the people that are inside, people outside cannot come into your local government to do any wrong. By the time they are coming, the people inside know them well.
They know themselves even better than.
They know themselves. So if you are a local government chairman, you must get connected to the people. And like I do tell our workers that are there, you must know. If you are a Christian, yes, your Christianity is good. But then, what is it that they are doing over there? Are they Muslims? If they are Muslims, then you must practice.
You must practice.
Yes.
You must be part of it.
You must be part of them. They must see you as one of them. That's the only time that they can have confidence in you. That's the only time they can tell you their problems. That is the only time whatever project you are giving to them, they will own it. But whatever project that is not owned, then there's a problem.
Whatever projects that is not
owned by the people,
then there is a problem.
There's a problem. And I always tell people, your programs is based on 3 policies. 1, the people. 2, the people. 3, the people. So whatever
Can you take that again for us to understand?
All the policies that you must have as executives in the local government is based on a tripod.
Yes.
The first leg is the people. The second leg is the people. The third leg is the people.
It's still the people in a tripodal structure.
I tell you. So whatever you are doing and it's not people oriented, whatever policies that you are bringing that is not people oriented, whatever project that is not people oriented, all these are not going to be accepted by the people. So at the end of the day, that means you need to get to them, you need to find out who they are, you need to find out what they like, you need to find out what are the things that they need.
And
you provide. With that, you are home and dry.
You are home and dry.
Yeah, you are okay.
If you understand deeply.
You understand the people. You understand the people. Like the local government I tell people, yes, Ajigunle is like a sleeping lion. If you wake it, it will devour.
If you wake it,
it will devour.
It will devour.
There is nothing that you do. Any small thing, you see blood coming out. So the best thing for you is to ensure that there is no friction. The best thing for you is to ensure that there's no fight.
No friction,
no friction,
no fight. The best thing as a local government, you must be able to do that.
You must know that your local government. What is my local government made of? What are the people here made of? What do they want? How do we satisfy them?
Now, given this that you have said,
yeah,
can we now say that understanding local government administration has to do with that peculiar gift to be able to understand the people in whatever form or posture they so present, to be able to key and of course be part of them for the good of service delivery in local government? Is that what we're saying here?
Yes, that's exactly what we're saying, that you must. Even if you don't have it before, you must learn it.
Even if you don't have it before,
you must learn it.
you must learn it.
You must show empathy at all times. You must have the spirit to help people. You must be prepared to be with them. You must understand them. The major word there is empathy. Because if you don't have, you will not, whatever you don't have, you might not be able to give. But you must learn how to give.
But as the third tier of government, the federal government, the state government, the local government, and by extension, people see it as an entity on its own. Do you share such view that it is indeed an entity of government on its own?
Yes, it is. It is an entity. It is, well, it's a structure on its own that cannot leave the whole body.
A structure on its
own that cannot leave the whole
How
body.
do you mean a
Now,
structure on its own?
the federal government is there, the state government is there. The moment you remove the local government, it's not complete again. It could be a standalone. It could be in conjunction with the state. But whatever it is that you are driving development, you are driving projects, you are driving policies, you must drive, if you are a state, you must drive your policies through the local government. If you are federal government, you must drive your policies through the local government, except if you don't want that policy to be accepted.
Or see the light of the day.
Yes, and you don't want the people to own that policy that you are giving. So if you, for example, you have a water project in a locality, the water project in that locality, yes, it is helping them because they are able to now have pipe-borne water. But the women and the children, they prefer to go to the stream. Why? Because they will see themselves, they will connect with themselves, and bringing that pipe-borne water will take away the humanity in them. Somehow, they might not want to accept it, except you're able to now come down and say, yes, these are the advantages of this, these are the advantages of this, and they must buy it.
And key into
it and own it.
So
Otherwise,
otherwise,
yes.
Otherwise,
they won't take it. Otherwise, the thing will just be there, and they will still be going to their stream.
And the essence of what you have done as a project
is gone,
becomes defeated.
Yes,
because they are not buying it.
Because people are not buying it. Whatever projects you are doing must be people oriented, and the people must own it, and they must buy it and own it.
So, in the structural structure of what you were saying, Mr. Chairman, sir, where do we now place the importance, the relevance, the entity called local government in government administration, in that structural structure of a process?
It is the fulcrum.
The fulcrum?
Yes. Of governance anywhere all over the world.
Globally?
Yes, globally it is. Because whatever you are doing, it's going around that local government system. It's
even
going
if you are at the national
level.
level.
If you are at the national level, you don't. The president is being elected from his ward. Where is his ward? It's at the local government. The president is being elected from the state. Where is that state? What makes up that state? It is the local government. So whatever we are doing, and it's not local government based, you might not gain anything from it. People are going about, yes, a being power. Who are those that are saying a being power? Where are they from?
Those that are saying we are hungry.
We are hungry. Where are they from?
Local government.
They are the people. They are the grassroots. So whatever policies that you are doing, you must think of, how do I spread this policy through the local government system?
So we cannot underplay.
You can't.
We cannot undermine.
You can't.
We cannot disregard the importance, the necessity of a local government administration in the government.
We can't. Unfortunately.
Unfortunately. What?
Our people do not understand that. Some of the people that are well read, that are well enlightened, do not take local government to be something. By the time you are coming to paying of the rates. People will prefer to go and pay state than paying the local government. And if you don't pay the local government, you will not get development you are looking for. So we all must take local government as very serious and invest in it.
We all must take local government as very serious.
And we must invest in it.
And invest in it.
Invest your knowledge, invest your capital, invest whatever you have. For example, when I was the chairman of the local government, somebody came to my office and said, Chairman, I want to invest 200 million into your local government. I said, well, yes, we have a lot of projects. Go there, and I gave him, and he chose those projects, and he invested those funds there. Some of us who have money. Yeah, you are giving to the state, you are giving. Invest in your local government. You are investing in people. It is not compulsory you give the money to the government at the local level. You can on your own invest.
Just in any projects of interest to support.
In the people, the projects, the people. And whatever we do, you will see the results more quickly than when you invest at the federal government or state government. So it is better to invest on the people at the local level, and you will get it. We're talking about out of school children. Where are they from?
The local government. Absolutely.
They are from the locality. So the seriousness we must give to the local government should be paramount, should be high in us, so that we can develop the people. And development should be bottom top. Even where we are getting the oil, where is it? The thing is residing in the local government. It is residing in the locality. How well are we taking care of the people that are within that locality? How well are we investing in them? The oil prospectors will just come, take oil and go away. At the end of the day, what do we have?
In return.
For
the good, collective good of the people.
So I think Nigerians should have a change of heart. We must take our local government very, very seriously. Invest in our local government.
Is that the need or the need of the necessity that we are seeing today for this clarion call to have autonomy for the local government in the structure of what we are talking about? But as we speak, we are still not really there. When we talk about the autonomy, why do you think people should advocate for the autonomy of local government? Is it what you are saying, or beyond what you are saying, there is more to see when people are clamoring for that autonomy of the local government, noting its importance, its significance, its role, its place as a third tier of government in the life structure of any entity or a country?
Autonomy is ultimate.
Meaning?
It is the last result. But you and I, even if that autonomy is given, how are you going to handle it?
How are we going to handle it?
We must have a change of hearts. The fund is coming to you. Will the fund be used for the people? Will it be used for the good of the people? Sometimes even if you are, for example, Lagos State has been fantastic, doing well in terms of autonomy. Every fund that is coming goes straight to the local government.
Now or before this time?
For a very long time.
Before this clamor?
Before this clamor.
So Lagos State has been uniquely
unique. And what we have been doing is, okay, all these funds come together, take the salaries of the people, take the pensions of the people, take the salaries of the teachers, ensuring that things are working seamlessly. And before we can now have an effective autonomy of any local government, that thing must be in place. We must have a clearing house. The clearing house is coming. If this fund is coming, yes, it's going to the local government. How do we want to pay the salaries of the people? Or do we want to pay the pensions? All this must have been settled before we get to the point of local government autonomy. Like I said, it is the ultimate. It makes more money to come into the local government, but effective use of that fund is another thing.
Effective use
of that fund
is key.
Is key. Is another thing, and that makes me to say, our people, the people.
Is it to do with the financial autonomy some people are talking about?
Are the funds not going through some people? Will the funds go to the individuals there? Yes, it is coming to the local government through those that are managing the local government. However, there are some things that you must put control in place, and the control must be clear. If this fund is coming, for example, in Lagos State, if we get the money, you have the Auditor General's office. Auditor General for local government. You have the councillors too there. They are part of the check and the control. You have the House of Assembly there as part of the check and control. You have the Ministry of Local Government there. They have an oversight function on the local government. You understand? Because this fund is coming and there's a joint committee that is looking at it. But whenever that funds come and it gets to the local government, there must be a clear cut on how salaries will be paid, on how pensions will be paid, on how teacher salaries will be paid, on how schools will be well maintained and administered. So if we have all these things in place, that's why I said we might now have a clearing house. The clearing house in the Lagos State today is the Ministry of Finance. The funds go there. He would now say, okay, salary, he pays the salary of the staff directly, he pays the teachers directly, training fund is paid directly, housing loan for local government staff is paid directly from that central pot. The rest is now say, okay, you take your own, you take your own. That clearing house must be there. Otherwise, we will be hearing a lot of trouble.
A lot of trouble?
Yeah, from the union, from the staff, from the pensioners. In Lagos State today, we're not owing anybody pensions.
Because of good administration or synergy?
Because of that central clearing house.
Okay.
Because of that central clearing house. Somebody is sitting down there and saying, yes, when this word comes, this is for you, this is for you, this is for you. And everybody is pushing it. But if you now have a local government autonomy that is coming, which I said is the ultimate, and it goes into the council. Directly, how do we manage?
So which means Mr. President today, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, Grand Commander of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, was very appropriate as Commander-in-Chief and of course of the Armed Forces of the Federal Republic, was clear in his position that there should be autonomy for local government. This came as a surprise to many that for the first time ever, we're seeing a Mr. President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces declaring a strong position for autonomy to the local government. This, they said, is unique, is extraordinary. Is this reason why we are seeing it very differently today, the way it should be with local government administration?
Why are we seeing it very differently? It's because he was the governor of Lagos State. He's only taking what we are doing in Lagos down to the federal level so that everybody can accept it. Everybody
Train oneself for
service
is very also fundamental.
So if you're able to volunteer yourself for service, you will be have the interest of the people at heart.
But what do you think of those whose position or whose perception of the subject matter of autonomy differs from the position you are holding? How do you react to that?
Well, everybody will have his own. That man that kills his mother will have his own supporter. So whatever we are doing, they have their own. Let them project it. Let them bring it forward. Let us see it. Let us all agree. If you say yes, this, okay, can we mend it this way? Can we have it this way? Okay, the chairman will be so uncontrollable. If they are going to be uncontrollable, they put control there.
Regulation.
Put control there so that the process will move and everybody will know, yeah, these are my duties, these are the duties, these are duties. At the end of the day, the ultimate is the people. The development
you kept emphasizing
the development
that the people
of
are the
people.
ultimate. That's correct.
The development of the people. May I shock you, even in Lagos State, the amount even being, whatever project that is being done by the state is being cited at where? Situated at where? At the local governments. At the local government. Now, Mr. Governor, Governor Abajide Olushola Sanwo-Olu, thank you very much for what you are doing for us in Abe. Look at what he did in Ojo. The roads. I can tell you, the chairman of Oriade was rolling on the ground thanking Mr. Governor because that is a project that she might not be able to do if she had to commit all the
financial muscle of the local government
into it. But that was done by the states. Now, General Hospital that's been started in Ojo and so many like that. There is no how, even with local government autonomy, you still need the collaboration of the states.
Even with a local government autonomy,
with the local government
so to
autonomy,
speak, you still need
the collaboration of the
states
because the financial structure is skewed against the local government.
The financial structure is
skewed against the local government.
Is that why
the federal government is earning how much? Maybe 54% or 30. The state is earning 30-something percent, and the local government is earning 20 or 22%. Divide 20 or 22% by 774 local governments.
And the structure.
So how much is coming to that local government? So what we are saying is give like 50% to the local government. The state and the federal can share the rest.
So for those who are clamoring, that is not just about local government autonomy, but deeply about financial autonomy as well. They are right in their own perspective of this narrative.
Financial autonomy, like I said, is right. But how much are we talking about? That's why I said the financial structure must be looked into. What is coming to the entire local government must be looked into. 20% of the entire fund in the consolidated revenue is coming to the local government, divided by 774. Yes, now if you are saying, yes, I have the total financial autonomy, that means whatever is needed to be done in your local government, you must use your funds.
That is accruing to you.
Not be so. Whatever you are getting from there must come to the local, must come to the table. So after you must have deducted all the overheads, salaries, and the rest of them, what is remaining for you to do capital projects? What is remaining?
That's another ball game on its own.
It's another ball game on its own. So we all must look at it and say, yes, autonomy, fantastic. But then the ultimate is how much is coming.
Autonomy is fantastic, but the ultimate is how much is coming to bear. Let's take a break at this point. We'll be right back after this time out, and thereafter which we'll come back and take a look more, talking about expansion. So we'll take another quick break here with my guest, and we'll be right back shortly after this break on issues and trends with Obafemi Craig. Welcome back, and thanks for staying with us. If you're just tuning in on the program, Issues and Trends with Obafemi Craig, my guest still is Honorable Kamaldeen Anyede Bayewu, fellow Chartered Institute of Bankers, a fellow Local Government and Public Administration of Nigeria, equally a fellow of the Association of Enterprise Risk Management, aside being an international member of American Society of Public Administration. I didn't say that earlier, but above it all, this really interests me, being the chief of Kegage Club International, Elia Lacoste. Well, it's still very much here. Together we are analyzing, dissecting all of this understanding of local government administration in Nigeria and cascading into how well really this will effect an impactful mark in the life of the local government administration in the state. Well, we must thank you, Honorable Chairman, for this time with you. Now, let us also come back home now. That plus minus in the permutation, in the calculation, in the arrangement, in the entire equation of this balancing, your years of experience we cannot undermine in what you have seen, the challenges you've overcome, the roles you've played, and of course what you are still doing presently as the incumbent chairman of Local Government Service Commission in Lagos State. For you, in all of this plus minus in everything, where do you think it will lead us this far, so far, in the administration of local government and the autonomy we're talking about, if really fully in place to so coordinate?
Well, everybody must be carried along. The workforce, the political office holders, the legislators, everybody within that stakeholding structure of the local government. We all must come along. The staff must accept responsibilities that will make local government autonomy be effective and be beneficial to the people.
Be effective and be beneficial to the people.
In fact, efficient too. So that when you have the funds is being allocated for the purpose it is meant for. The funds is being allocated for the benefit of the people. The funds are being allocated for the development of the communities under the local government. So through who are these being done? Through the workforce. The public officer there, in terms of the executives, yes, they will be able to, but that's why I always tell people, local government is a process. It has its own laws.
Local government is a process. It has its own laws and regulations.
There are do's and don'ts there. You are guided. For example, in Lagos State, we have what is known as administrative guideline for local government. For example, we have the financial regulations are there. And even for the staff, we have the public service rules. So all these are joined together for the benefits, for better service to the people. So we all, it's like a rolling wheel.
A rolling wheel indeed.
Yes. So if you are not, if we suspect a weak link, then we must quickly fix it. Otherwise, it will derail the entire journey. So everybody must come together. We all must put, yes, we call the civil servant the technocrats. Yes, if you are, for example, you are a council manager, you must manage well. You are treasurer, you must keep the treasury well. You must be able to advise the council chairman. It is the council chairman that has direct contact with the people in terms of when he's coming in. You know, he needs to go and do campaign to the people. He must have given some promises to the people. I always tell people, yes, the chairman is there. Whatever the man is doing, you must quickly get, yes, this is what we want to do. This is how we must do it. Chairman, this is what you want. Don't worry, we'll get there. Because 2 plus 2 is 4. 3 plus 1 is 4. 6 minus 2 is 4.
You get the 4. No matter the way the figure you look at it.
So,
I like that analysis.
However, you are going to get that 4. And that 4 is what? The people.
Bottom line.
Yes. That 4 is the people. So how are we going to get to the people? How are we going to have all this for the people? Yes, it's the school we want to do. The contractors will come through you. You have the contract papers being signed. The legal officer must be there. So there is no important department in the local government.
Every department is important.
It is a system. It's a system. So if one is not working,
so systemic in its structure.
It is. If one is not working well, it will affect the others. So that's why everybody must work together. We all must go. We, including us, those of us that are the Local Government Service Commission. You are supposed to give somebody promotion. You are not giving that somebody promotion, demoralization will come in. When demoralization comes in, he's unable to do what he's supposed to do. He becomes a weak link.
So to you, sir, I'm happy you mentioned it. I actually wanted to make it another subject matter of discuss, but you've raised it, the issue of rules, regulations in local government. How does this play out in its entirety of its procedural process in connecting with the viability of what we are talking about?
No, thank God, everything is coded.
The laws, the rules, the regulations.
It's coded. Even when we got here, we said, okay, how do you transfer one person from one place to the other? If you want to promote somebody from one place to the other, we have the deployment policy. We have coded it. We have put it in black and white. So you know that before I can be a council treasurer, these are the routes I must go through. So if we agree on whatever we are doing, and every one of us will sit down and say, yes, this is the way to go. This is how to go about it. And those rules and regulations that are there are supposed to be the compass.
In guiding the operations. The responsible.
So if we go there, and let me tell you, like the administrative guideline that I said, that administrative guideline must pass through the House of Assembly. The House of Assembly will sign it. They will agree with it. So it's a whole process. And if you do not believe in that process, you
and
would
understand that process,
and understand it, you would derail the structure. So every one of us, before development will come, it will go through. Some people will go out, look at those things, see, and I was telling some people, yes, he will make road here. It's good, but it has no intrinsic value
at that point.
At that point, and the man say, why? This is going into your, it's going straight into your street. It is not connecting any other street. And when you now have when you have liquidity problem, what do? You scale. You now have a preference.
Scale of preference.
You draw it. If you not draw your scale of preference, that street that is going into just one person's house will not have higher mark than the one that will have so many connectivity connecting one community to the other.
So for those who are opposing local government autonomy in whatever way of their own thinking or advocacy or mindset, what would you say to such people?
Well, if you want the best for local government autonomy is the way to go. But then the people that are going to manage that autonomy who must be very careful. We must.
When you say we must be very careful for the managers who will manage the local government,
the emergence of leadership at the local governments must be looked into very well.
From your experience, what would you say to that? How would you? What advice would you give to that?
My advice is that
in what you are saying, I'm just trying to.
My advice is that the people that are going to man the local government must be well experienced. They must.
When the autonomy comes, fully.
The autonomy is here. Not when the autonomy is here. The autonomy is here.
That's right.
But who are the managers?
So they must be checkmated. I mean, there must be checks and balances.
There must be control placed somewhere.
So and control is the word to use.
And the experience of that person matters.
In administering.
In general administration. But if you have general administration too, what about local government experience?
Another factor to consider.
Another factor. You might do all this road and they will tell you this road, they might not pass that road. And you are seeing that road as very important. People might not pass that road.
Because it's not their interest.
It's not in their interest. It's not what they need.
At that time.
At that time. So that's
proactive.
That's why if you are coming in within a locality, you must be part of them there.
That matters.
Not that
well.
only when you want to come and contest, that's when we'll see you.
You must be part of the locality.
You must be part of the locality. You must be part of the people. You must even be residing with them. We must get to know you. We say in psychology that the emergence of leadership matters most with visibility.
Absolutely.
You must be visible with the people.
Absolutely.
The people must know you. They must know what you do.
But when we talk about challenges, where do we fit in these? Are there really challenges in administration, in the administration in local government?
Oh, there are.
How do we contend with such challenges from your wealth of experience?
There are so many challenges. And paucity of funds. And you have so many projects that you want to do, but the funds are not there. You know what is right, but you do not have the funds there. Now, even satisfying the people, getting to know the people, heterogeneity of the society where you are.
Heterogeneity of the society is another factor.
There are some local government that are monodialect.
That's right.
There are some that are mini Nigeria.
That's right.
And you must understand all those people.
And how those plays out as well.
I'll give you an example. When I was the chairman of the local government, there's a street. I gave them, the street was bad, with street light and water was given to them freely. And the people now said, okay, yes, we know you live with us, we know you are here, Why did you go and take your life from somewhere not within our street here?
Interesting.
Yes, and I explained.
And that's the way it plays out.
Yes, and I explained to them it's because of the gadgets that I put in my house. They said this one is weak. I cannot use it, but I can use the next streets. But
that is how much the people can think.
it is still within my world. It is still within my locality.
And yet they have a concern.
Yeah.
Why you did that?
Why you did that? Some people say, okay, yes, you tar our road. We know you have tarred, but you give this other street light. Why not our own street? You must explain. So, like I said, the idiosyncrasies of each local government differs from one place to the other. There are some that are, well, they are indigenous. And you must understand the indigeneity of that area. That's why if you are a staff posted to that place, you must understand the indigenous setup,
The peculiarity.
of that place.
Well, Honorable Chairman, I must let you go. There's no time here, but all the same, you cannot leave without putting a statement to us in terms of your parting words. If you look at the entire controversies, if there is any that you think or that is still doesn't, I mean, like we say, that public opinion matters. If you look at all of this, what will be your submission here on this issue of local government autonomy, its administration, its challenges, and of course its rules, regulations, and the laws that must govern how it operates?
Change is difficult, but the constant thing, the only thing that matters is change. Wherever you are, whatever you do, you must challenge the status quo. In challenging the status quo, you are trying to bring about a change, which is what Mr. President Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, has done now. He's challenging the status quo. The only thing that I want is, well, we all must agree together, like he's doing now, calling the governors, telling the governors the spirit behind what he's doing. Everybody must be carried along, and the only thing that they must do is to buy into that, because when they buy into it, and if there's a road, there's, even when Moses was taking his people to the other side, he consulted God, and God said, put your whatever,
Your road.
and he created the road for them. But nobody will have believed that they can pass through the sea. So if Mr. President has seen more than all of us and said local government autonomy is good, I will appeal to the governors, see it from the perspective of Mr. Governor. Let's see how we can
Of Mr. President.
Mr. President, sorry. Let's see how we can amend, re-amend, and ensure that what we want
It's
is there.
seamless for the good of all.
For example, the local government, it is not all the states that have the local government service commission. So some people must be there to administer the local government, especially the staff. They are already a critical stakeholder. So change is inevitable, and we must all put our mind there and ensure that there's change, and the local government autonomy is the ultimate.
I thank you very much,
Thank you.
Honorable Chairman, for this very rare privilege and honor
Thank you.
to have you on the program.
Thank you.
Well, thank you so very much.
God bless you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, viewers at home, that is just the way it is again today on Issues and Trends with Obafemi Craig, taking a critical look, analyzing the trends, issues emanating from local government autonomy, the laws, rules and regulations, the challenges of administration, and lots more. We'll continue more to discuss about it for as long as we can as well. But thanking you for today. In a time out with the Honorable Chairman of the Local Government Service Commission in Lagos State, Honorable Kamaldeen Ayinde. We'll see you same time next week. Thank you for being there.